Hello, welcome back to my home renovation. I am Christian and today we're going to do some woodworking. We're going to reuse the lumber I made in the previous video, and we're going to show you how I made the cabinets doors and, for my kitchen. So that is the final product for my wall oven. So I have 2 drawers on the bottom and 2 doors on the top. And so if you like to see more of my video, don't forget to subscribe, put a like as well also on the video. And so now just stay tuned. We're going to show you how I made all the doors for my kitchen cabinets. So reusing the lumber from the previous video, I'm just recutting it all at 2.5 inch wide. So with all my wood cut to the proper width, now I'm checking for all marks, can give some character to the final product, and recutting it, all my pieces to the proper length. Okay, so I get all my pieces here. That is for my drawers, and that is for my doors. I'm going to identify each piece and pre-organize them to make sure I don't mix the pieces through the process. So I'm going to check every single piece and check the side I like the most. The one gives more character. Kind of like this one, yeah. This one I like, this kind of change here. I think I go on this side of this one. Alright, so every time with the ladder, that means facing up, so that is a left, centered, right, bottom, top, and it's going to be the left door. Now they all have the same common is they're all going to need a groove 1/4 inch wide all the way along every single piece. So for making this groove, I cannot really use this blade as very thin, and this is also this blade give a kind of V cut on the top. I don't know if you can see on the top of the blade here, now a V cut, and I need a nice square edge like on picture. So I'm going to use these blades, or both together is going to give me a 1/4 inch wide, and all the tooth are nice and square. So here I'm just adding a little spacer just to get a tiny little bit wider than a 1/4 inch. It's going to make the final montage a little bit easier. with the blade in place, now I'm just have to adjust the fans and perform a test run just to make sure everything is set properly. So for making the this curve here from piece to piece and to be very consistent as much as I can, I made a jig. So that is my jig, this piece of wood here, and so I just slide my my piece inside. It's very tight, so to make sure it doesn't move as during the process. And so now what I do is I just come with my router and I use this bit here, and there's a bearing on it, and so this bearing is rolling on a piece of wood with a guide and is going to follow and cut everything in between. So technically the idea is what I'm doing for doing all my single piece like that through my entire kitchen. I have every single piece with the same curve over there. So I need to make the tongue all my pieces. So I put all the pieces I need. I want to make sure I don't do the groove on the wrong one. And so what I done here is 1/4 inch high, 1 inch from this side to the blade to this side, and I'm going to make just the flat part. Technically it's going to look like this one, just a line, and it's going to give me the depth and the length. So the last step for making the tongue is actually to do the vertical cut. So I'm setting up the height of the blade. It has to go all the way to the previous cut. And I'm running a test run to make sure everything is fit properly. And now I'm using a jig where I can install the every piece, and it's going to make it nice and square, and I can go on through it. So here we see I just got one side of the tongue. Next step, I'm going to make a little groove on my piece. Here you can see my piece inside. Over there is set up exactly. I have this this extremity to block my router, so I'm going to put my router on top of it, and I'm going to make my groove, and that one my depth, that one go as far as I want to go. First pass here is not very deep enough. I have a lot of space here. I think I'm going to go a little bit deeper. Oh, that's a little bit more like it. So now with my tongue and groove done, I'm just checking every piece, making sure everything fit properly, and if I have to, just resand it a little bit, just to make sure it's not too hard actually to slide the piece in. Okay, so I have my two drawers. I quickly assemble it just to have some rough ideas. Let's get some measurements. I have also my two doors over there, and I need to do the filling, wood filling inside. So for that I got already some 1/4 inch, and I have some 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch goes on the drawers, and the 1/4 inch goes on the doors. So for gluing part, what I done is I took a square plywood and I screwed to it two sides. It's just a strip of wood, and I'm using this corner and as a reference to glue and tie it together against it, allow me to have a nice doors and everything nice and square. It can be a little bit overwhelming, like the amount of clamp I put in on. Technically that is a 4 basic clamp, tight everything together against the plywood, make it nice and square. Now I'm adding some 2x3s, clamp up again. That is because the clamp give a twist to the wood, so I try to remove the twist by adding some extra clamp around. Even though it looks a little bit overwhelming, this really does a good job. So now all glued, it's time to sand the finished product. I'm technically using two different types of sandpaper. The first one is 80 grit, and sometimes use 120 and 220 grit for the very final finished product. So it's time to put some protection on the doors. First, I'm putting a pre-stain. If you don't put any pre-stain, they will not affect the color at the end. If after I'm using the stain itself, it's a different way to apply the stain, either with a foam brush, with a tissue and foam brush and tissue. Always get some slight difference on the color at the end. And the last product I'm using is polyurethane. It's give a nice protecting coat on the doors itself. And I'm putting about 2 coats, maybe 3 might be better, but I'm just putting 2 because I think it's a little bit too fake at the end. But yeah, polyurethane gives a nice protection to your cabinets. I hope you liked the video. If you have any comments, put a comment. I can't do more videos. If you have any suggestion, some stuff you would like to see, maybe more on details. This video is not for teaching, but just for showing how I do stuff. It's probably a lot of stuff can be done better way. I'm not pretending I know everything, but if you want to see more details about how I do stuff, put a comment, and maybe I may have time to make a video for you and to show you more details how I do stuff. Meanwhile, subscribe if you didn't do it already. Put a like, and like that you will know every time I get a new video about my house, how I restore it. And yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.